Welcome into the NGP Podcast 9/11 special.
Never forget.
Krim might not be on the show for a while. He after the Christian McCaffrey news dropped, tried to bomb he walked in with a bomb into the what do you call, like, the governor's, like, White House? Like the governor's office.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, he went to Lansing strapped with a fucking bomb to his chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to the Capitol building.
Yeah, so he's in jail right now. He's still somehow able to bomb. He's still somehow able to control his fantasy team, which is interesting.
Yeah, Krim went off the deep end, dude. He's fucked.
Yeah.
Rightfully so, too. What kind of idiot doesn't draft Christian McCaffrey's backup?
Well, and then, I guess we'll get right into that. He also, I offered him several trades throughout this week, and he just picked up Trey Sermon. He kept offering me Trey Sermon back.
Yeah, well, it's fucking nuts, too, though, because, like, I was thinking back on that, dude, and, like, Elijah Mitchell went to season-ending IR, 8 days before our draft.
Yep.
Which is, our draft is, or no, he went 8 days before the openings, the opening game on Thursday of last week. So then that would mean that it was like 8 days total. Elijah Mitchell got determined he was out for the year. They played Jordan Mason last year. Jordan Mason looked pretty good in his, like, short stints last year. And then fucking, like, it's like, dude, Mason's the guy. He's the backup of CMC.
And also there was a lot of buzz about him coming out of camp that he was, like, one of the best players at camp and stuff, too.
Well, dude, yeah, regardless, though, you're taking Christian McCaffrey, and it's like, okay, I'm taking the best guy. Like, if this dude stays healthy all season, he's a shoo-in. Like, it already puts me at good odds to win the whole fucking thing. Like, I just got to build around him. But the guy does have an insane injury history. Take the fucking backup, dude. Take him in the 10th if you have to. What are you doing, dude?
Yeah, I just seen a guy tweet that out yesterday. It was like he had over 400 touches 1 year with Carolina, and then that was when he had those two crazy, like, injury-prone seasons. And then, like, this last year he had over 400 touches, and then, so who knows? Me and Riley were talking about that earlier, of like I wonder if he even plays, like, this regular season.
I think he'll play. I think he comes back, like, when's their bye?
I think they have, like, a week 8 bye or something like that.
Week 9. So if he misses tomorrow, he misses Minnesota, the Rams, New England, and Arizona. Do they bring him back against Seattle, or do they let him sit another week and bring him back against Kansas City? And then Dallas, and then go on by?
Right.
Like,
I think they are just going to legitimately wait until he is fully healthy. Because, like
that would be the smart thing.
Because, like, I listened to a bunch of medical people talking about it, and, like, they said this is not the kind of thing that'll go away after a month. Like, he's still going to
No. Yeah, no, every doctor that I fucking follow, too, has been like, nah, dude, this is, like, it doesn't go away. You have to, the only thing you can do is let it rest and heal.
Yeah, because, if he doesn't, he's going to tear his Achilles, and they obviously do not want it. They just, like, re-upped his contract. They're not going to want, like, he'll be 28. He's 28, right? 29, 28?
28, yeah.
His
almost
career
29.
will be over if he tears his Achilles.
Oh, yeah, it's done. And it just all goes to show that, because, like, how many times did you mock this off season? And if you usually
if you took CMC, it's like, I got to reach on Elijah Mitchell, and then it's like, oh, now I got to reach on Jordan Mason. You need to lock it up.
But is it a reach?
It's not.
Is it a reach?
This is what I tried to say to Krim earlier this week. Was he was like, because I offered him Michael Pittman and Mason for Rashee Rice, and then he just laughed at it like that was the worst trade of all time. And I'm like, he's like, this guy's gonna be useless after this week. Like, why would I do that? And then it's not useless. Like when you lock up that backfield completely, like that's pretty like fucking useful to have that.
Well, here's the thing too, dude. Even if he makes the trade now, it's like, dude, CMC is that they're not going to be like, he's off IR, he's coming right back in, dude. Like I said, those first 3 games when he's eligible to come off IR, Seattle, conference game, or divisional game, and Seattle looks pretty good. Like, their rookie defensive linemen look pretty fucking good. That they keep saying the Legion of Boom has been reincarnated. Like, they look fucking good, dude. And then it's fucking KC and Dallas. So you go against the guys who keep beating you in the Super Bowl, who are just, they have not fallen off, and then you're going against your like number 1 fucking conference rival, dude. Like, they're not going to just throw his ass back in the fucking mix. 100%. There's no fucking way, dude. And not if Mason plays fucking out of his mind the next 4 weeks. Because that's the thing, too. If Mason plays good, dude, it's like, dude, that's a 1A, 1B situation at this point.
He's not going to get that full 400 touch work.
No, dude. And granted, Shanahan's never had a fucking running back like CMC before. But, like, Shanahan's also, he just never ran one running back the whole fucking time, dude. Not in San Francisco. He's had a plethora of dudes. The Breida years, the Mostert years, all those dudes are running together. You got Tevin Coleman up. Dude, they have 3-4 running backs in a game, getting 5+ touches, dude. Like, no, dude, he'll go right back to that shit. And he's like, oh, now I got 2 stud running backs. Like, I got CMC and another good ass fucking RB, dude. Like, no, fuck that. Fuck that. And it's just like, again, there's so many reasons that you should make. One, you should draft, but okay, draft is in hindsight. But now we're sitting at Monday of this week, earlier this week, and it's like, I should probably make the trade.
Yeah.
I should probably make the trade. CMC's out. Before the game, it's like, okay, maybe I'll trade for Mason. Even more so after the game, it's like, oh, fuck, dude. If this is lingering, like, I should probably take that guy. Pittman is probably a downgrade from Rice.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's like, because that was his thing with me. He's like, well, I can't lose a wide receiver. If I'm losing, if you want Rashee Rice, I got to get a wide receiver back. And it's like, well, the only other wide receiver I got that you'd want is fucking Tyreek Hill. I ain't giving you Tyreek Hill unless you're giving me back like CMC or something great. It just doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think my trade made sense.
No, yours makes sense. Yours makes sense. It's like a downgrade, but you also just got your running back, dude.
Right.
You got the production back. You made it up in the aggregate. What are you doing, dude?
Right. If he would have made that trade, he probably wins this week.
Just botching it, dude. Botching it.
Because he'd have Pittman and Mason.
To dig your heels in on what, dude?
Well, now I'm sure he wishes he had done that. But,
oh yeah, for sure, dude.
But
yeah.
that was when he was thinking. That was when he was thinking he was just gonna miss like this week, and even then he seemed like he was a little bit in denial earlier this week. Like he didn't even think he was gonna miss this week.
Yeah.
Which I did think it was funny how in like every league he picked up Trey Sermon that I have. Jonathan Taylor is almost like is just out of spite.
Yeah, but like, dude, just fucking.
But there's a reason I didn't pick up Trey Sermon. Like, I'm a big handcuff my running backs guy. I didn't pick up Trey Sermon because I don't think Trey Sermon's very good, and like I don't think that'll be like a total like he doesn't. I don't think he'll just take over.
Would it go Mason?
No, Sermon if like JT went down.
Oh, right. Yeah, fucking Sermon's on the Colts though, yeah.
Like it'd be one thing if it was still like Zach Moss, then it's like, oh yeah, that'd be like that'd be like worth it to have that handcuff, but.
Yeah, no, you made the comparison to Connor earlier in the week too, with like, Trey Benson or Mario Mercado, and I'm like, yeah, I feel you, but at the same time, it's not CMC.
I'm just saying. Well, Connor has extensive, not quite as extensive.
Connor has never produced at a rate that CMC does, and nor is there a backup on the Cardinals that will produce the way that Jordan Mason does.
I think Trey Benson good. I think Trey Benson's good.
I don't know. I think Trey Benson looked more lost in the preseason than fucking Jalen Wright did.
Yeah, I'm just saying. If I had James Conner, I would have drafted Trey Benson, but I liked Trey Benson coming. I thought he was the best running back in the class.
Really over Wright? Man, I like Jalen Wright a lot. That's why I fucking pulled the trigger and started him this week.
Yeah, that was why did you do that?
Connor was making fun of me. I said, that's my one boomer bust, but that's my big swing of the year. I said, from this point on. Because, like, everything, all the shit that I read and use and shit was like, don't do that. That's not a good play. And I'm like, yeah, but A chains out, dude. It could go fucking awesome.
He also didn't look very good. Jalen Wright.
He didn't look very good. Yeah, he didn't look good. He had one run. Yeah, he had one good run, and it got called back on a holding call by the center. And then after that, dude, but that was the thing, is like the only time he ever got touches was like, I think he got 1 or 2 carries before Tua went down. I think it was on that drive. He got like the first or second carry of that drive, and then Tua goes down. And then it was just like, oh, dude, this is fucked. Like, we're just trying to get the fuck out of here now, dude. Because Taron Armstead, what was it? Taron Armstead went out for a couple plays, came back in with a brace on his arm. They're like, oh, they're fixing a brace on his arm. And then he like wasn't even using his right arm. And it's like, dude, this team just fell apart. This is over. Like, this is over.
Yeah, they don't have Tua. Things can get really, which they're not going to, probably for like at least a month. Like, things can get really, really bad there.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
they were talking about Mac Jones.
What is the harm in trading for Mac Jones?
Yeah, no, I definitely think they should trade for him. But I also think those teams are gonna not want to give those guys up. Like, I think they're gonna have to pay. Like, I think they're gonna have to give up like a third or fourth pick to get one of those guys. Yeah, because what did they get him for? They got him for a 7th. Yeah, the Jags. Yeah, you're not gonna give him a 6th. For like this guy, Kenny Pickett. Like all those. God, dude, don't say that. Well, no, I'm not saying him. I'm just saying, like, there's all these teams that valued like getting a expensive backup and like a guy that could actually like play instead of like an undrafted rookie. You know, what if they fucking went crazy and gave a 2nd to the Raiders for like Aiden O'Connell? Or for Gardner Minshew. And they were like, hey, you know what? Yeah, I don't think it would go that far. I think. But if Tua retires, I mean, like, do you just call the season a wash and let it go? But, I mean, like, at that point, it's also like, it would come back on Mike McDaniel. And then because I think someone would be like, up in the upper office would be like, why did you not? Why is this guy still running into people head first? Like, we just paid him so much money. I forget who said that, and they made a good point, which was like, if he slides, that was a 4th down, right? I think, or a third and long. It was like 3rd and 2 or something like that. Yeah, but that's what. If he doesn't slide there, then people are like, oh, he's soft. He didn't go lay out for the 1st down. Blah blah blah. Like, so it goes both ways. Like, I don't think that's a coaching thing. I think that was Tua trying to like win the game or get back in the game for his team. I would rather be called soft than no. I'm not saying. I mean, like, yeah, but at the same time, it is still your quarterback had, I think it was 2 major concussions in college and has now had 3. Yeah, and like on the last one, they were talking about this guy being done because he said he contemplated the last one. He said he contemplated retirement. That's what I'm saying. They brought him out. He had to get taken away in a fucking stretcher in an ambulance, and his fingers are bending backwards because his brain is now fucking liquid. He did something weird in this game too, didn't he? Didn't his like arm stick straight up or something? Yeah, that fencing mechanism bullshit, dude. That shit's just. Yeah, he should retire. Like, he probably should. 5 concussions is pretty extreme. Well, fucking Manti Te'o is. They're like family friends, you know. Because they're both big Hawaiian football people and shit. I saw him talking about it, dude. He's kind of cutting up a little bit. He's like, fuck, dude. Like, yeah, Tua the football player, whatever. But like, Tua the man? He's like, that's like my little brother, dude. Like, his parents are like my aunt and uncle, you know? He's like, this guy has 2 fucking kids. Like, I get it. He's like, Tua puts his head first because he's a fucking competitor, dude. That's why he went like that. He's like, but at the same time, like, dude, I don't want to see this guy die. I don't want to see what happens to this guy in 20 years because his brain is fucked up. Like, that's what I see. I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but like, that's essentially what this dude was saying. Like, dude, it's like, it's fucking time, bro. Yeah. But he's like, I mean, I'm not telling him what to do, but like, I just really wish the best for my fucking. Did you see what Tua said in response to that? No, what he said, I'm not listening to that retard that got catfished.
Yeah. Oh,
he's like, "Oh, go hang out with your imaginary girlfriend." That's actually
Mr. Girlfriend over here. Yeah, Mr. She goes to another school. You wouldn't know her. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. Yeah, that's just crazy though. I don't know, but anyway, fucking.
Yeah. Anyways, the leading story, the moral of the story is Krim's an idiot, and
Krim is an idiot.
And he's in,
I don't know how we got to the Dolphins. Krim's an idiot too.
And he's in jail now.
And letting your pride, because that's the thing. That's what makes me laugh about that shit too. Is he was like, "You're a fucking rapist. I'm not fucking trading with you." And it's like, damn, dude, you're so blinded by this shit that you can't even think straight. Like,
yeah. He was in a
your previous years and this and like all this shit, like you can't even look at like a trade that will benefit you and be like, damn, dude, this is gonna save my team. But instead, you're just like, nope, you know something I don't, or that guy's dog shit because you're trying to give him to me. I can't do that. Fuck you. And it's like, okay, well,
yeah,
you've just
that's
lost.
probably what.
You're done.
Yeah,
you're done.
Now he lost his mind and tried to blow, tried to blow up
he's like that
building.
fucking guy. Not Howard. Is it Howard Hamlin? That the aviator guy who like had all that money and he was cool. He was like, you know, on top of the world, and then he like a couple bad things happened. He just ended up rotting away in his mansion. That's Krim, dude. He just let his mind fucking kill him, dude. Jesus
he was
Christ.
over here the other night, and he was like really off the deep end. He was like speaking like in like kind of like a made up language under his like breath.
Oh, I believe it, dude. He's just like looking at the walls and talking
and he
shit.
had like a little notepad. He was like sketching things down on.
It was the cat. He's like killing the cat.
Well, no, it was like plans, which it was probably like his bomb, like the bomb he was planning on building.
Oh yeah,
which in classic, the bomb didn't work. He got in there, pulled the cord, and it didn't work.
It didn't work, yeah.
He was tackled and beat up.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Well, I heard the story on that was that the guy who was supposed to give him the actual tripwire, Krim was supposed to give him something for it, and then the guy was like, oh, you know, and he went to give it to him, and Krim was like, actually, I think you're ripping me off. And the guy's like, no, this is fair, dude. And Krim's like, no, I can make this work by myself. And then obviously it didn't work, dude. Yeah. Put himself in the exact same situation.
Well, really, the sad part of the story was his Mexicans came with them. And I don't know if this is like a racist cop thing, but they shot and killed those Mexicans like immediately.
One guy was outside just buying a hot dog and just got
there was like there was like nothing left of the one Mexican. Like he was like a puddle on the ground.
Cops had to reload his clip 2 times to kill the guy.
And but yeah, Krim's alive. He's in jail, and apparently they're allowing him to have full access to his phone.
Wow, that's pretty good.
I seen he changed McCaffrey out of his lineup.
What does his lineup look like right now,
then? It's not great.
It's probably better than mine this week, though. Fields, Kamara, Chuba Hubbard, Cooper Kupp, Rice, Trey McBride. Keenan Allen's not going to play either. He didn't practice 3 days in a row. What is he doing?
Well, he's in prison, so maybe he hasn't seen this.
He put Trey Sermon in, dude.
Put in Trey Sermon.
Yeah, dude, that's his flex spot.
Who's he realistically going to put in there? Probably
Christian Watson.
I'd put in Brian Thomas.
Yeah, probably Brian Thomas. But Brian Thomas is going to be shadowed all game.
Oh, yeah, it's Cleveland.
I don't know what he does, dude.
Yeah, I mean, he's just going to lose this week. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah.
He already had to change.
26 from AJ. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's what pushed him over the edge. Well, yeah, I don't know, because he was also sad about that. It's all been going bad for Krim lately.
How's he doing in the NGP?
Well, he had McCaffrey there too, and he had to drop McCaffrey, and then he picked him back up, and then now he has to drop him.
I saw he spent like $1,000 on him.
So yeah, that one's just screwed him everywhere. Remember when he said he was going to Costanza this year, and then now the Costanza fucked him over too.
Yeah, he might just be bad at the game.
I think he's the losingest person in our league. Well, you might overall have more losses.
Oh yeah, it's got to be me overall, but 2 rings kind of negates all that.
Yeah, it's like the Giants.
Yeah, exactly. Like they've been bad for a long time.
Yeah, well, all the Eli years they were either missing the playoffs or going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah, Krim only has me by 10 wins, which is substantial. That's a win a year for the longevity of the league.
I mean, you had an all-time bad run, though. What was it? You didn't win over 4 games for, 4 years straight or something like that?
Something like that, yeah. Yeah. That's pretty bad, dude. Pretty bad. Yeah, I don't know, Krim. I know you probably won't listen to this, but if you do, man, you really fucked up.
He might listen to this. Apparently, he has full internet access. And like I said, they killed his Mexicans, but then gave him, full access to the internet. I don't know what's going on in whatever prison. Maybe he's getting released. Maybe he's going to put it all on the Mexicans. I don't know.
It'll probably work out like that. They'll probably put him down. It'll be their fault.
Well, he pulled all our Bennigan's money out of our escrow account. And, I'm assuming using it for legal fees of some sort.
I don't know. He said he was setting up a Venmo. He texted me the other night and said that he wanted to trade after him and Silvernail got back from the bar. He said he was setting up a Venmo because he wanted to try and trade for a guy for me. So he might be trying to pay people off, Connor would definitely take money from Krim.
He's trying to pay. He's trying to pay members of the league to get. Only Krim would stoop that low, and then somehow it wouldn't. And then it somehow wouldn't work out for him.
He is fucking off the deep end, dude. It's bad. Oh man, it's bad.
Yeah, I don't know what his end goal was. Was it to assassinate the governor, or was it just to blow himself up in a big building in a fit of rage?
I don't know what the governor has to do with it.
I don't know.
Did the governor make him draft CMC and not take the backup? Does the government
Oh, you know what? I think she did, actually. I do remember him showing a tweet of Whitmer saying, CMC number 1 overall, no brainer.
Yeah, but dude, did she follow it up with take the handcuff and all?
She did. It was it wasn't like another tweet, where somebody where they comment under their own tweet. It was like that. It was like, by the way, take the handcuff. You'd be stupid not to.
Brutal.
So I showed Krim that.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked, dude. Krim's an idiot. But I don't know. You want to get into the matchup of last week? Recap or what?
Yeah, we can do a recap.
I want to start here. Oh, Gravy Train and Gator. That was a pretty crazy one.
Yeah, it came down to Breece Hall for some reason playing
garbage time.
Yeah, playing in garbage time for a few plays.
With and then backup quarterback.
It was almost like they forgot he was in there, because he was out after a couple of plays, just enough to win it for Nolan, and then he got out.
It was what they were going into the fourth quarter, and Gator was up .2 or something like that.
Yeah,
but he was up 0.58.
Yeah, because he was in there. He's like, I hope they pull Breece out, and then I was like, oh, it's already over, as he was typing that. Breece got a run for 5 yards.
Yeah,
now it's already over. Gator.
Yeah, it's also crazy too because Jade Daniels sniped Vulture or Brian Robinson there for 2 touchdowns inside the fucking.
Yeah,
line.
that's we were talking about that too. That's a huge point swing.
Yeah, that's insane, dude.
That was the difference. Yeah, there was a lot of craziness in their matchup.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Krim, who got screwed by the CMC thing. Had CMC locked into his roster.
Yeah.
If only he had the handcuff, he could have won.
He could have swapped that guy out at the last minute and played Jordan Mason and would have won that week.
Yeah. I didn't see that news until Jordan Mason was running in that game, because I was doing something up to that point, and then all of a sudden I seen Jordan Mason running, and I was like, what the fuck? And I had seen earlier that Krim left all the fantasy chats, and I was like, I don't know what that's all about. I just kind of ignored it. And then I was like, oh, fuck, that's why he left all the fantasy chats, because he's fucking CMC's out.
So I kind of wonder, though, looking at this, why is he still rostered Nick Chubb?
He drafted him fairly high, I think, didn't he?
I know he did.
113th? That's what, a 10th, 9th round pick?
Yeah, that's pretty great. I thought Adonai Mitchell had a touchdown last week. Or was that the other guy that kind of looks like Adonai Mitchell?
It was Alec Pierce had the long touchdown.
Yeah, but Ashton Doolin, that guy, he must have had the touch. I thought.
Yeah, Ashton Doolin also had a touch.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a pretty crazy one there. Yeah, Connor smokes him. Somehow Connor's team, to me, doesn't look that good.
Yeah, I was just about to say the same thing. It doesn't look that good, but it did very well.
Najee is definitely the lead back on that team.
I mean, but
I trust him. His usage was crazy last week.
Yeah, but also hurt. I think Warren was still a little hurt.
I think Warren's still fucking hurt, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it'll ramp up over time.
Yeah, 20 for 70. That's terrible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's not good. so I think
Christ.
They will mix in more Warren as time goes on.
Man.
But I mean, he should probably be playing Zach Moss anyways. I probably would.
They play the Chiefs this week? I wouldn't do that shit. I'd play the fucking...
Probably not the Chiefs this... Yeah, I wouldn't do it this week. But I'm saying, in general, I'd probably be doing that.
Yeah, Zach Moss is definitely the lead back as of right now on that team, too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird that he was still... I think the argument would have been okay, Chase Brown will be in when they're in a negative game spread, but then they were last week and he wasn't. So it seems like it's 1A to it's 2/3 Zach Moss, 1/3 Chase Brown at this point. And then Cooper Kupp looks like he's back.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you see that stat, though, about the Rams?
Yeah, they're 1-6 when he gets over 16 targets or something like that.
Yeah, dude, I was like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah, it makes sense because,
they got it.
Because, watching them do that last week, that wasn't helping them win, really. It was just, a bunch of dump-offs.
Yeah. Yep. Let's go to my fraud of the league right now. That would be... Lincoln versus Tyler. Tyler's team is not good.
Yeah, it's kind of looking that way. He went 0 RB, but his wide receivers and tight end have not been working out so far.
Yeah, how do you go 0 RB and take Devontae Adams, though?
Yeah, that was a head scratcher to me as well. I think Adams will get better as it goes on, just because he's going to demand volume. But I wanted, like I was telling you at the draft, I was like, there's a couple offenses I had sharpied out. No, I don't want anybody on this team. The Raiders, the Panthers, the Steelers. I was just like, nope, big X through these teams. Don't want anything to do with them.
No bueno, dude. I mean, he did fall into the J.K. Dobbins sweepstakes there, so...
Yeah, he's starting.
Maybe
we'll get into that later, but he is starting him against me this week.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm a believer or not. I mean, I guess we'll see. That O-line's fucking really good. Definitely gonna be one of the better O-lines in the league this year.
For who?
The Chargers.
Who's their interior? Who's their center?
Don't they have Corey Linsley? Or is he still injured?
I can't remember, because I got the dude from Boston College at guard.
Yeah, Zion Johnson.
Yeah, and then I got the 2 stud tackle. Dude, Joe Alt, I thought Max Crosby was making Joe Alt, here's your welcome to the league. Fuck, no, dude, Joe Alt was whooping ass last week.
Yeah.
He was whooping ass.
Yeah. I remember when they took that, everybody kind of knocked that pick, and it's like, have you looked at Joe Alt? He's like an actual, giant man.
Yeah. And he's, crazy athletic for that size.
He maybe should have been he should have been was he the first non-quarterback taken? Because if not, he should have been. Oh, Marvin Harrison, probably.
Marvin Harrison. Yeah. Which, let me get to that. Joe Camel versus Chicken Grease, dude. Matt versus Jared.
Yeah, I don't know I think Marvin Harrison will probably bounce back, personally. But apparently, by all metrics, he was, terrible last week.
Yeah,
Extremely slow, had low separation.
Is fucking Matt starting Burrow again this week?
We'll have to get into that. I think he is, but...
Yeah,
I benched Burrow last week in Dynasty against you, and I probably will be... I'm probably benching him until he looks like normal.
He can't hold up the fucking water bottle, dude.
See, now, I was on that I think they were talking about in the Ringer of that's the newest blue and gold dress, that whole meme. You remember that?
Yeah, I know.
Like, because I didn't see it either. I was like, it looks kind of normal to me, but I'm also like kind of retarded about picking stuff up like that. So maybe that's my own retardedness. But I didn't see it. I seen him flexing his wrist, but
yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, no, it's definitely worrisome. But I also think New England's going to be better than people were expecting.
Yeah,
I got a lot of faith in that, like, coach and Jared Mayo.
Yeah. Excuse me. The Bengals defense looked like dog shit last week too.
Yeah, I was saying that to you earlier that week. I mean, if I would have went with my gut, I would have probably, or I would have beaten you. I guess I think that's the only match we haven't went over yet.
Well, we got Troy versus Riley here. Troy just bounced Riley, dude, almost by 30 points. That sucks for Riley too, dude. This trade that we made this week with AJ Brown being a late injury thing.
Yeah. We'll get into that.
That really close. Yeah.
But me and your matchup. I told you earlier in the week I was thinking about playing Stevenson in the flex because I didn't have a lot of faith in that Bengals D line, and I should have went with that. My bench just like went off. If I would have put in literally any other player, I would have beaten you.
Yeah. But you did, and I won, and I'm 1-0 going into the season, continuing the championship run. First guy to 2-peat, first guy with 3. I'm willing it into existence. I will be.
Well, see, I got Jordan Mason now, so.
I know, and that's really scary because you got JT and Gibbs still, and one really good receiver, 2 pretty good receivers, and
Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed might be really good too.
Yeah, true. Until Love comes back.
I think Love will be back maybe next week. They were talking all week like he might play this week.
I think McConkey has a good week this week too, dude.
That's what I'm
not playing.
I know I lost, but I am excited about my team because like I like everybody, like most of my bench of what I drafted, like Jordan Mason, McConkey, Reed, Stevenson.
Yeah, that must be nice because I am not excited about my team right now.
Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I get a good balance of superstars. I don't have, like, the super stud quarterback, probably, but that's the one you can make up on. I swung big on Likely this week. I'm hoping that maybe it'll turn into something. If it doesn't, oh well. I've got, I was hot on Ferguson coming into the year.
I was too, man. It kind of sucked.
Well, yeah, but also that game was weird. Like they were immediately destroying the Cleveland Browns. So like all of them, I think even CD Lamb had kind of a bad game, didn't he? Like 11 points or something.
Yeah, something like that. They just didn't need him at a certain point.
That's what I'm saying. Like the pass catchers of that game, I don't know if I necessarily can think one way or the other. Also, Ferguson's not as hurt as they thought. Like So it's weird. I had 2 guys have that exact same injury, the MCL sprain, and both they were saying like 4 weeks, and it sounds like both of them are like mostly okay.
Or they can try and do what CMC did, and they're fucked.
Well, whatever. It's my quarterback and my tight end.
Right.
I'll just drop their asses.
Yeah. So we got 6 people undefeated and 6 people without a win going into the second week here. Crazy. Never seen it.
Well, let's go to the matchups this week.
Who looks like Gator versus Connor is a pretty good matchup.
Okay, we can jump into that one first. True 50-50%.
Yeah. It's a 1.3 point difference in favor of Gator. With Brian Robinson against the fucking Giants, that might be a good start. Henry against Vegas, that's a great start. Jefferson against San Fran, not great.
I like Murray against the Rams. I like Debo against Minnesota. Bowers against Baltimore. That's not great.
What do you do?
What do you
That's
do?
the downside of not having an elite tight end, which doesn't seem to matter anyway right now.
I mean, wasn't Bowers like one of the best tight ends last week in the weird?
Yeah, but I'm saying, he's gonna have like guys like Kyle Hamilton and Roquan Smith shadowing him all game. Yeah. Which like he is great, so like he proved that he was good last week. But
yeah, I think me and Ben have that confidence league where we like pick wins. I think we had that as our 16. The Ravens over the... I got zero faith in that. I was just saying how much faith I have in Gerard Mayo. I have no faith in Antonio Pierce.
No,
especially after
and that shit about him like being in debt for $21.5 million or whatever, dude.
the car debt.
Insane, dude.
Well, I just he got memed on a lot for it, and rightfully so. The whole fucking punting, this is the difference between, I think it was the Underdog guys that were talking about that of Dan Campbell preaches grit, and he does it. He's like 4th and 1, we're a gritty team, we're gonna go get it. Fuck you. But then Antonio Pierce punting on 4th and 1 in their territory. What are you doing?
Yeah.
That's not gritty. You want to act like you're the tough guy head coach, and you won't go for it on 4th and 1. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Against a pretty suspect Chargers defense too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That, I don't get it personally.
Yeah. Drake London, man, what's going on there?
Kirk Cousins fucking awful is what's going on there.
Yeah, cousin fucker is fucking everyone, dude. Oh my god.
I was never been a Cousins guy. I faded him big time coming into the year.
I was excited for him going in there though. They're like, no, he looks good. His ankle doesn't hurt. I was like, dude, that's actually
legit. He looks like a fucking statue. He looks terrible.
He looks like he's made of marble, dude. And he can't throw the ball without his back or planting his back foot more than fucking 25 yards.
I think it was weren't they 80% out of shotgun or something insane too? So
he didn't attempt to throw over 20 yards, but
they ran I think 1 or 0 play action plays.
Dude, you just can't. You can't survive like that.
They gotta put Penis.
Michael
in there.
Penis, dude. Michael Penis.
I mean, I'm a Michael Penis believer, so I would love
Michael
to see
Penis,
it.
dude. That would be fucking crazy. I like Connor's matchups. I like Jackson against Las Vegas.
I like Godwin against Detroit. I want as many pieces of that Detroit Tampa Bay game as I can get.
Yeah, both Godwin and Laporta look like studs this week. Connor is trying to argue with me that Stephon Diggs is better than Nico Collins, and I'm like, I'm like, Connor,
a borderline retarded take.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, that's you're crazy. And he's like, well, it's all about the points and how who has more points at the end of the week. And I'm like, Connor,
okay,
that's a terrible take. He's not going to.
Nico Collins was 5th in air yards last week. Tank Dell was, I think, 8th in air yards. Stephon Diggs had 8 air yards last week.
Yeah, dude.
It's all underneath stuff. That's not if he didn't get the touchdowns.
Touchdowns.
Yeah. What did he have last week?
2 touchdowns.
Yeah, 33 yards receiving. So he would and 6 receptions. So
he had, I think it's 1.3 points more than Nico Collins with 2 touchdowns on his stat line.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Connor, you're being dumb, dude.
Yeah, and that made me feel I know Tank Dell only had 7 points, but it was pretty encouraging if you watched how he was getting used. They all pretty much ran the same amount of routes. The only snaps he was not in were pretty much run plays, which he doesn't need to be out there. He's fucking 165 on run plays.
Boy, Joe Mixon looks like a fucking stud, dude. Holy
fuck.
I
had no belief in
oh my god,
in that situation, and that'll be one of my biggest L's. It's looking like because he also looks good.
Yeah, he looks fucking good, dude. He looks fucking good. I was like, god damn it, dude. I wish I'd taken that guy.
Yeah,
Chase against KC. Oof, I don't know.
Yeah, I just don't. I can't get excited about the Bengals until it looks like Burrow is normal.
It feels like everything's falling apart over there right now, and it brings me a lot of joy.
Did you see what the Bengals corner said about Worthy this week?
Something about how he runs fast or something like that. Damn.
All right, we're back on.
That was crazy, dude. We cut out there. Fucking Krim broke out of jail, was banging on Zach's door, dude, talking about a bomb. We knew it was
I called the cops. He's on his way back to jail, man.
What an idiot, dude. He still didn't get the detonator, dude.
Yeah, they said. Well, they said like he convinced them that it was his Mexicans. So he's off on the bombing stuff.
Wow.
But now he's in for like kicking my door in, and he also had another bomb. He said I need to give him Jordan Mason or he was going to blow me up, and I called his bluff, and he once again had a faulty bomb.
Yeah, or the cop just heard him talking about how he didn't take Jordan Mason. That's why he's losing his mind. He took him to jail for being retarded.
Crazy part about it was I have a black neighbor here. The cops immediately killed that man. He came out and was like, hey, what's going on here? And they fucking shot him. Like,
old Roy, man, that's fucked up. That guy was cool as shit.
Yeah, old man Roy. He came walking out with his cane and his dog, and they shot him and his dog.
R.I.P. Roy and Buster.
Yeah, Roy and Buster, they're busted up into little pieces.
Shot all over. But, okay. Well, we're taking a lot of time on Connor and fucking, who's Connor playing? Alexander there.
So if Gator loses this, do you think the tilt begins?
You say what?
If Gator loses this week, do you think the tilt begins on Gator?
Yes. Yes, the signs are already there. I'm already poking around, and I think that things are getting closer.
It's usually about 0-2, 0-3. That's when Gator starts going full tilt.
My team's really good. I know my team's really good.
I mean,
okay, Gator.
Can you imagine if Derrick Henry posts 15 for 49 this week?
Oh, dude. Yeah. I don't think you should say that on the air because you're kind of fucking up my game.
but I mean, I
want to change the subject.
but if that happened, what Gator? I mean, Gator can't be held responsible for what he might do.
Oh, dude, that's what happened with Hurts and Brown last year.
Yeah, they had two down weeks, and then were amazing.
Dude, all it cost me was Miles Sanders,
a pile of garbage.
Yeah, a hot pile of garbage, dude. Hot pile, sitting in the sun all day, pile of garbage. Yeah, I think Connor wins that one though, just based on matchups here.
I think I'm gonna go Gator.
Yeah,
I like Kyler's matchup. I personally, I think I was just joking about Derrick Henry, but I think they're going to run the ball down their throat. I don't think Lamar's going to have to do a whole hell of a lot.
Yeah, I think they're going to look at what John's brother Jim did there last week and just be like, let's just do that.
Yep.
You think those guys talk?
Yeah, for sure.
You think they'll have talked about that?
Dude, I fucking love Jim Harbaugh.
Do you think him and John go back and forth? John and Jim will be like,
for sure.
Hey, man, this is what they were doing last week. You got Derrick Henry. I got J.K. Dobbins. You got fucking Derrick Henry, dude. Do this.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's
for
cool.
Sure.
That is cool.
Did you see, the whole report this week that he seen Herbert with some sneakers on, and he liked them a lot? And he's like, he went to the equipment staff, and so now he wanted to get the matching pair of sneakers with Justin Herbert.
Yeah, it seems cool now, but once they start being bad or something goes awry...
I don't think they're going to be bad, man. I think that team is going to make the playoffs.
I'm just saying that if it does go bad, it's all going to seem really creepy.
Probably. That's anything. It's like the Nick Sirianni stuff. They got the whole, trolling the other teams thing seemed cool when he was winning, and then when it's losing, it's like, dude, what do you do here? You fucking suck.
Yeah. Man, what did Connor send me last night? Fucking bum. He sent me Mahomes, Connor, Hill, and Collins. So Patrick Mahomes, James Conner, Tyreek Hill, and Nico Collins. And then he would send me back Lamar Jackson, Najee Harris, Stephon Diggs, and Chris Godwin. I said, get the fuck out of here. You fucking bum. That kid, he's an idiot, dude.
Yeah.
Idiot. Terrible trade offer. Who do we look at next here? We'll get another close one and projections here with Nolan and Riley.
Sure.
God, that's rough, dude.
You and Riley had the big trade this week, but now it's looking like he might lose AJ Brown. He did pick up Dotson in case, so he can risk it on AJ Brown for the Monday night game.
He's making it up in the aggregate.
Yeah, I personally liked that trade for Riley. I was high on Josh Jacobs and Kenneth Walker coming into the year.
Yeah, look, I was high on those guys too, and like with Kenneth Walker, I was like, I can wait a week. Whatever. I can take the L. I can take the loss this week. I'm not that worried about it. It was then when I was like, oh, it's compiled on top of Josh Jacobs. He's probably not going to be as efficient as he usually is. And then Tua, his brain got liquefied. And Skylar Thompson came in, and I was like, fuck, dude. I have to move now because the guy who couldn't be my wide receiver 1 and 2 every week is now a wide receiver 2. So I got to make a fucking move here. I didn't want to get rid of all those running backs because it's nice having 3 stud running backs. And looking at last week's schedule and seeing that all 3 of them scored over 10 points really hurts to fucking give up. But I guess you do what you got to do.
It's a long season. I'd personally rather hang on to my running back depth.
Yeah, my good stud running backs, yeah, 100%.
I would have probably just waited out the Tyreek Hill thing.
Nah, I can't, dude. With Christian Kirk, your wide receiver 2?
Yeah, I mean, that's not great. But
No, dude. No. But it's not great at all. That team looked awesome before it got fucking dismantled by injury. But let's see here. What is Riley going to do, though? Because he's got Jalen, Charbonnet covering for Walker, Jacobs at the RB2. A.J. Brown is looking real not likely to play. Christian Kirk and Evan Ingram both against Clayton. God, that's rough.
Yeah, I don't know why he's playing Kurt. I guess he doesn't have another option, does he?
Not really, no, dude, because, no. No, he doesn't. I mean, he could play Zeke or Eckler, but no, he can't. Because Josh Palmer's out this week anyway, too. But I would probably play those guys over Gus Edwards. Gus Edwards plays Carolina, though, but, like, I know what he's going for there, but it's like...
Yeah, I'd play Gus. In his situation, I'd play Gus.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're definitely right. Looking at it. Yeah, then Nolan's got Jaden Daniels, who looks like the late-round QB winner, league winner this year already.
Yep.
Breece Hall against Tennessee. Dude, that Tennessee defensive line was actually really good last week.
Yeah, they've invested in that. And,
yeah, that's a good defense. Rashad White against Detroit.
Did you see what the head coach said about Will Levis?
No.
He said, I think if we would have lined up and punted every play or every 1st and 10, I think we would have won the game.
So, he didn't say that.
Yes, he did. Look it up. He literally said that.
Come here, cat. Come here. Damn, that's rough.
Yeah. Which he's not wrong.
rough.
I mean, I think they would have. The defense was balling out, and Will Levis just kept... That is one of the best images in a while. Him with his hands on his head.
Yeah. No, it's on his knees. Yeah. No. Yeah, that shit is great, dude. That's crazy. That's like your boss telling you, I will pay you to stay at home this week. Do not come in. We are better without you.
Yeah. Production is diving when you are here.
Yeah, that's amazing, dude. Rashad White against Detroit, though, that could be a good one. Man, he is so inefficient, though.
Yeah, he's going to do it in the passing game this week, though, because they're not going to be able to run on Detroit. Nobody can.
Yeah,
so they're going to have to. It's going to be a lot of dump offs. I think Baker's. I had a tough time deciding on Goff or Baker this week because I think they're both going to have good weeks.
Where'd you go? Oh, Goff.
I picked up
Oh
Goff.
shit. Yeah. Chris Olave, no faith. Don't care. Fuck that guy. DJ Moore could have a legacy game this week with Allen not practicing for 3 days, and Odunze still questionable too.
Yeah.
Don't Kincaid, man. The tight ends are bumming me out.
I was not a Kincaid guy in redraft this year, so I'm happy I didn't buy into that. He was just going too high for my taste. I'm never a big fan of taking the guys where it's like all projection. That's why I've never really bought in on Drake London either. Where it's like I'm gonna have to take this guy at his like literal ceiling. Like
that does suck. But here's the thing about a little side note on the Bills though. That defense looks fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That defense looked fucking scary awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, Von Miller looks like he's Von Miller again. That's fucking crazy. Like, those motherfuckers, what's his name? Gregory Russo's a fucking dog, dude.
Yeah,
It took him a couple years to come into it, but he's good as fuck. So you have two guys like that on your edge, dude?
And Oliver.
And Oliver's in there fucking shit up, dude. That Terrell Bernard, he pulled his pec, but because they thought he tore his pec, but he only pulled his pec, and it's like that guy kind of stepped in for Milano, and it's like, you're telling me when Milano comes back, they got Bernard and Milano? And all those other guys?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a damn good defense.
They got DeMar Hamlin. He's killing people now instead of being
yeah,
killed.
DeMar Hamlin. He's invincible, so now he'll just kill everyone else, dude. Yeah. Dude, that shit is so funny, too, that it was a hit by Hamlin.
He's like Blade. He was killed, so now he's killing other people.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Thing.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. Tony Pollard looked pretty damn good last week, too.
Yeah, I wanted Tony. I think Nolan took him a couple picks before I was going to take him. I went a little running back heavy early, so I wasn't able to get him.
Tony looked pretty good. I think Nolan set up pretty well. I don't know, actually. Dude, Olave fucking sucks. That guy's fucking dog shit.
Yeah, I was...
And, like, not even with Derek Carr. Take Derek Carr out of the equation. Olave's not as good. Because I was huge on Olave, dude. And it's like, the guy's just not that good. He's good, but he's not an elite wide receiver.
Yeah, he's more of a number 2, probably.
Yeah.
An elite number 2 than he is.
Which is not where he was drafted.
No.
And it's not where he was drafted in fantasy.
I think I'm going to take Nolan in this one.
Yeah, I think Nolan washes here.
I don't have an upset here. Let's just go into the sadness game of Krim.
Yeah.
Not much to talk about. He's starting Chuba Hubbard.
Yeah.
He's probably going to have to start.
God knows what he's doing at flex there.
Yeah. Cooper Kupp
Unless
should be
Pitts,
good.
like, does something crazy. Sorry, go ahead.
I said Cooper Kupp should be good. Rice should be good. McBride should be good.
He should be good. Fuck, he should have been good last week, too.
Yeah.
These tight ends are making me sad as fuck, dude.
DeVonta Smith might be a monster.
Yeah, that could be a huge play this week.
Mark Andrews, you think he's washed? What do you think?
I don't know. It's hard to say because they bracket code. Kansas City has like a history of shutting him down, but then at the same time, it's also like, I don't know, man. That guy when he caught the ball didn't look like.
Yeah,
Mark
that's what
Andrews.
I thought. Like I felt like I was taking crazy pills all week. He's like all the fantasy analysts were like, I don't buy into Likely. Andrews will bounce back. You know, he always gets bracketed covered by Steve Spagnuolo. And I'm like, yeah, I get that, but do you guys not watch him catch that ball and like fall down immediately or be extremely slow the other time he caught it?
Yeah.
And like they ran a bunch of 2 tight end sets. Like Isaiah Likely's not going away. I don't understand how the people were painting this as if it was good for Mark Andrews. It's like, this is not good for Mark Andrews.
No.
They could both be relevant for sure. But, yeah, I don't...
Likely will be your big play guy.
Yeah. I think
and
Likely...
Even if Andrews' utilization is more towards the red zone, it's like, so will Isaiah Likely's. Now there's another monster in the red zone, dude.
Well, when I was thinking about bidding on Likely, I started digging up, like, practice reports. I'm like, well, I wonder if, like, Harbaugh or any of these guys like hinted towards that like preseason, like that Likely would have this expanded role, like so that maybe this isn't like a flash in the pan. I found a report where I think Likely was saying Monken, the offensive coordinator, was comparing him to what they do on the defense with Kyle Hamilton, of he's going to be that like role on the offense.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so I thought that was interesting. I was like, okay, well, so that was enough for me to like, you know what, I'm gonna dump some fab on this, see where this goes. Maybe I'll waste it, but
I'll put $60 on a guy. Yeah, Matt Lash's team actually looks pretty good, dude. The Bijan Robinson Devon A-Chain thing, with the way A-Chain is looking, it's like, also, dude, I feel like A-Chain looked like a twig last year. He does not look like that anymore.
No, he doesn't look as fast, but yeah, he looks like, yeah, he definitely looks like sturdier.
Yeah. And I was like, I mean, like, and when he still cuts like he is 140 pounds, but
yeah, it's just like
he's about 200 pounds.
Last year he, like when he would run, it didn't look like real. It looked like I was watching it on like 1.5 times speed.
Like he's glitching to the outside of the edge, dude.
Yeah. I don't know how to explain it, but like it hasn't looked that way this year. But he's obviously been awesome.
Yeah. I think Marvin Harrison bounces back this week, though. I think he sees.
I do too, yeah.
How many targets did he have last week?
I think
3 targets.
Yeah.
He bounces back. Joe Burrow, I would be worried about that quarterback. I would probably drop a guy like Juwan Johnson and fucking go get Baker Mayfield just in case. But
yeah, I would really probably also be playing the stream game this week. And then, if Burrow went off of my bench, I wouldn't really feel bad about it. I'd just be like, okay, Burrow's back. I'll play him next week.
Yeah. Especially if there was ever a week to do it, if there was ever a matchup to do it, it would be against Krim this week. So
that's true. Maybe just play it safe with Burrow then, because you're probably going to win anyways.
Yeah.
This might be the one week I won't pick the upset of the week against Matt Lash, even for the meme, because it's just it's not going to happen.
Yeah, no shit. Let's go to Jared and Lincoln here.
Jared and Lincoln, yeah, man, bad start for Lincoln here with the Tua.
Bad start for Lincoln.
The Tua injury, and then James Cook scoring 3 fucking touchdowns.
The James Cook hat trick, dude, on Thursday night. Oh, that's rough. And then Jerry has, let's see here, Stroud against Chicago. Chicago's defense, I mean, it was against Levis, but that defense, it was pretty good last year, too. They only beefed it up this year, so they only solidified that. But I still think C.J. Stroud cuts it up. It's C.J. Stroud. Aaron Jones against San Francisco. Breece Hall cut San Francisco up a bit last week.
Yeah. I don't think he's getting all the workload, though. It's a bit of a committee.
Yeah.
Jerry doesn't have any other options. So, I mean, how do you not get Jamison Williams in your lineup, though? I guess he's...
I don't know, man. Fucking...
I'd probably be starting him over DK Metcalf. Is that crazy?
Yeah. Who do the Seahawks play? Denver?
No, they play New England.
Oh, yeah. He was talking shit on Christian Gonzalez, too.
Yeah. Christian Gonzalez
probably shuts it.
Who did they play last week? He blanketed fucking Jamar Chase last week.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, that's what, I couldn't believe he said that because Gonzalez got hurt at the beginning of last year at, the 3rd game, and the 2.5 games he played, it was like, oh my God, dude, This guy is fucking incredible. He's like, he doesn't say anything either, just silent up there, and then DK was saying that shit. I'm like, dude, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I do wonder if, I think he won a few picks before that, but still, to this day, I wonder Lions not taking him and taking Jack Campbell if that doesn't bite us in the ass at some point.
Yeah, because Gonzalez is the corner that we've been missing forever.
Yeah, what's his name look good? I'm drawing a blank. Tyrion Arnold looked good in Mounts last week. He kind of got thrown to the Wolves having to cover Cooper Kupp.
Kupp told him after the game, though, he's like, dude, you're one of those dudes. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's a tough matchup, your first game.
Yeah, but Kupp told him that after the game.
Yeah.
Kupp told him, dude, you're a dog, dude.
Yeah.
You're good as fuck. I like that. But Kyle Pitts, the guy got his ass saved by a touchdown last week. But Jerry's got to play him, so.
Yeah, it's tight end.
What do you do?
He played 95% of snaps or something insane.
Then Amari Cooper is interesting.
Yeah, they got no one to throw to, but Deshaun Watson sucks.
If he flips his brain back up the right way and targets Cooper 10 times, dude, Jacksonville's fucking... They lost, is it Tyson Campbell? And they brought up another
guy. What
guy.
it is Watson stopped... he was doing all the funny business at massages. Were the massages actually, not the sexual part, but the actual massage. Now he can't actually get massages because people will think...
No one's going to give that guy a massage. They're afraid of getting paid.
Well, no, I'm just saying, he can't get an actual massage now because people assume, they'll be like, oh, he went in for a massage, he's back at it. So now he's all tight.
Yeah, dude. Well, and the masseuses refuse, too, because they don't want to get cum all over their hands.
But I think I'm onto something with this here.
You might be, dude.
His joints are all fucked up. His muscles are all fucked up. He can't get massages anymore.
His shoulders just racked, dude. It's all fucked.
That's the problem with Deshaun Watson is this man's. You've never seen a tighter muscle in your life.
He's talking to Kevin Stefanski. He's like, "Come on, Kevin, just rub my shoulder a little bit, man." He's like, "No, dude, I want to get my fucking teeth came on, you freak. Leave me alone."
And Stefanski was like, "Okay, I'll do it," and then he did fully erect.
Immediately had come all over the jeans, dude. Deshaun, what the fuck? Deshaun just jerked his cock, but I don't know though. I think Mark Cooper that could go really well this week. But who was Lincoln got here? Lincoln's got two of that sucks. Saquon looks like he probably should have been
when you have the Thursday night game with a quarterback and they score like under 10 points. That is just devastating.
Yeah, you start loading up the gun.
There's nothing. It's just like if you have another player like lay an egg, it's like whatever, it'll balance out. But like when it's your quarterback, it's just like I lost. It's over. Like how am I gonna like you can't recover from that.
Yeah, like I scored under 15 points. You're like, oh fuck, dude, this is gonna
under
suck.
15. I think you can get by, but fucking.
That's how I felt with Patty last week.
When you got the single digit from the quarterback, it's like what the fuck? Like now what?
Yeah.
It's over. I might as well look at next week.
Patrick scored 14 last week at the end of Thursday, and I was like, I'm not gonna have service all weekend, and I'm gonna come back home on Sunday, and I'm going to be really upset. Really upset. But no, that feeling of 5. Yeah, dude, you're like telling your family you love them a little more and shit.
Well, it's just like I don't even want to watch football for the rest of the week because I'm like, it's over. I'm not going to win this week. It's Bill Belichick. We're on to Cincinnati.
Yeah, but Lincoln's team, dude. I mean, he's got Barkley and a TN.
Yeah, he could
win. Barkley looks like he should have been the 101 at this point. And that's like we were talking about that after that game too, and it's that's like one of those things where it's like you're like, but dude, like Justin Jefferson has Sam Darnold, like Justin Jefferson, like he is Justin Jefferson. It's like, or you could take the absolute stud running back who's going to a stud offense, dude.
Yeah, that's having major regrets taking JT over Saquon right now. I never really considered Saquon, so I can't beat myself up too much, but.
Yeah, because you mock it, like, even when you're mocking at the 210 through 11, like, you usually aren't getting Saquon back at the turn, so you never have Saquon on the team. Because you're not taking him at the end of the first, No. And it's, that's one of those ones that sucks. And then you come into a TN as your RB2, and then you got Ayuk, Worthy, Zay Flowers. Now, Zay didn't do great, but 10 targets is crazy utilization. Xavier Worthy looked like a dog. Granted, too, dude, I won't talk about Worthy a little bit. That was broken coverage on his touchdown. The guy only had 3 targets. Yeah. And that was a broken-ass play. Like, on the defensive side. Granted, his touchdown doesn't matter, huge play. But
Hollywood's out for the year, though.
Temporary. Yeah, it's true, too. That is true, too.
And also, Andy Reid, like, almost never has faith in rookies, and he's starting him. So, I mean, like, I feel like that's a...
Yeah, but, like, what I just said, though, too, they also were targeting Juju in the red zone. So, I don't know what's going on there, too.
That man that wasn't on their team a few weeks ago.
a few days before that game, dude. Yeah, that shit's... I don't know. But, I don't know, that one's...
A man that was so bad that the Patriots, the team with no receivers, was like, we got to get this guy the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Damn, Lincoln has Neighbors on his bench, too. And he's got Jonathan Brooks waiting to come back.
Lincoln,
pretty good team, dude.
Why is Lincoln not playing Neighbors this week?
Neighbors has been flirting with a bunch of injury shit.
I think he was fully cleared today, though.
Was he?
Yeah. I would.
He's got Daniel Jones as quarterback.
Get Neighbors into your lineup, Lincoln. He's got Washington. Yeah,
he's got Daniel Jones at QB.
It doesn't matter. Washington's fucking awful.
Yeah, so is the Vikings fucking secondary. Look what happened there. The guy can't think, dude. He's got worms in his brains. Not Lincoln, but fucking
Did you see what I think it was Kyle Rudolph was saying, like, this is not the guy I played with or something? Did you see that
about Daniel Jones?
Yeah, he was like he's broken. He was like literally saying like he's broken now. Like he's
got the yips, dude. He might got the yips after his injuries. Get that you have a great year, get a huge contract, get
but he never really had a great year. He had a great fantasy.
He did. Yeah, you're right.
he threw for like 12 touchdowns or something like that.
Yeah.
He's never actually been good. He's just been Daniel Jones.
Not at all, dude. He's got the Asian wonder, Young Hoku, man. South Korea, rise up, represent. Yeah, I don't know. As bad as that start was for Lincoln, that's probably my upset of the week, dude.
I think I was going to go upset of the week there as well.
Yeah, I mean, like, I like what that looks. I like what that could be. Yeah, we're rooting for you, Lincoln. Jerry's got to lose so we can start taking.
I always root against Jerry because I like to see Jerry panic.
Yeah. Let's roll into Connor and Gators here.
We already did that. Yeah, we just haven't done our matchups yet. Let's just jump into yours.
Yeah. So I got Mahomes, Connor. Started Jalen Wright, thinking I was real smart, dude, and fuck that. Hill gets busted by the Tua thing. He was dude. That was the thing about
that evens out with Waddle.
Like
Waddle got a little busted with the Tua thing too, though.
Yeah, it saved me a little bit there. But Joe Mixon against Chicago, apparently against Arizona, scares the fuck out of me.
Goddard, if A.J. Brown is to miss.
Yeah.
He's playing Deontay Johnson.
Deontay Johnson? Yeah.
I don't know why. Man, is Troy a bit of a paper tiger team? He's got like these stud, like running back stud receivers, but then his flex and on is terrible.
I don't know, man. What did Deontay Johnson get last week?
I'd be putting Rashid Shaheed into my lineup.
I really feel like there was a lot of hype too about Deontay Johnson being like, he's going to be a target hog. It doesn't matter if he's going to be this year's Jarvis Landry and shit like that. It's like, I don't want that though. I don't want that guy. I don't want Jarvis Landry, man. JSN against New England though, that might be good if out. I don't know. That Patriots defense looks fucking awesome again. It did.
Yeah, maybe Deontay is the move. I don't know. But I'd probably go.
He still wipes me, dude.
I'd go Shaheed myself.
Yeah, I guess it's early too. Let's see what Johnson does against a soft fucking Chargers defense. So he's got Garrett Wilson against Tennessee too, and Tennessee looked again like a stout defense last week. We'll see what Aaron does against them. How did Rodgers do against
Not good.
Now, was that a product of Rodgers, or was that a product of...
he didn't look horrible. He looked a little rusty.
These are just the numbers, obviously, but he had 167 for 1 and an interception.
Yeah, he just looked he didn't look like Rodgers. He just looked a little like rusty. I don't think he looked terrible. He didn't look like Kirk Cousins. He looked better than Kirk Cousins.
Oh, God. San Fran, that's a very good defense, though, but Tennessee's a very good defense, too, it looks like. So it could be a toss-up, because, I got... The big trade was Nico Collins, George Pickens, and DeAndre Swift, and then I gave away Josh Jacobs, Ken Walker, and Christian Kirk. So now my team's sitting at James Conner, and then unfortunately I started Jalen Wright Thursday, Tyreek Hill, Nico Collins, George Kittle, George Pickens, and Harrison Butker. I don't know about my matchups. George Pickens is going to have Surtain on him all game.
Yeah, that does suck.
Yeah, Nico Collins.
I think he's legitimately, that's the only defense anymore now where I fear the corner. Like it's Pat Surtain. Is there another one? Oh, I guess Sauce. Sauce and Surtain are like the only two. But Sauce doesn't.
I don't like when my wide receivers
Sauce doesn't travel though, like Surtain does. So Surtain will shadow a guy.
Yeah. I don't like when my fucking wide receivers play against Stephon Gilmore either, though.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he's that good anymore, but he still could, like, really fuck some shit up, you know? It's like, damn.
Just for whatever reason, the Denver, like, I have the utmost respect for Pat Surtain of, like, I honestly think it's a toss-up between him and Sauce of, like, which one's the best one. Like,
yeah, Surtain is heavily underrated by people who don't really follow football. Because a lot of people don't even know who that guy is. And it's like, dude, that dude is a fucking mod. Well, dude, when they were talking about, no one was really talking about it, but everyone's like throwing out there like, oh, what could the Lions do with all those
me and you were talking about that
cap?
all offseason of like trade 2 first-round picks. Get Pat Surtain. That is a Super Bowl winning move.
Dude, get that guy on your roster. Like, that would be an instant. Oh, God, that would be fucking crazy. But whatever. I think Sean Payton knows the value there. He's not going to give that guy up. They just paid him, too, so he's stuck there for 3 or 4 years. But, yeah, I don't know. And then you got Kittle against Minnesota. That might be nice. Nico Collins, I'd like it. That Bears fucking defense was fucking good. They got 2 very good corners there. So, I don't know. James Conner against the Rams. I like that.
Yeah, we'll get into mine shortly. But I'm also starting guys in that Chicago game.
I think Troy.
Yeah, I'm going to probably take Troy myself. It's a little cheating because your best player already had the bad game.
And I started a running back who got me 0.4 points like a retard, so.
that doesn't help.
Roll into yours here. Yeah, you're going to wipe Tyler.
He's got the single digit and the goose egg. That's about as good of a start as you could get.
Yeah, who do we got here? JKW against Carolina, that's a pretty good matchup. Jerome Ford against Jacksonville, I'd like that. CeeDee Lamb against New Orleans without Marshawn Lattimore, that's spicy.
Yep.
Kelsey looks like he is jogging out there. Devontae Adams is probably getting 11 targets for 5 catches.
He's going to get shadow banned this week.
Yeah. And then you're going with JT against Green Bay, who just got absolutely diced up by Saquon. Jahmyr Gibbs against Tampa. Oh God, Zach, you're going to destroy this guy.
I got some good matchups this week. Like I was saying, I got the highest over under the week. I got 2 parts of both sides. Well, actually 3 parts. I forgot I have golf now too.
And Jordan Mason against fucking Minnesota.
Yeah, Jordan Mason. He's like the Mario invincibility star. Like just sprinkle that onto your team.
Wow, dude. Yeah. He's I bet you go off for 120 this week.
I hope so. I almost did last week because my kicker scored fucking 30 points.
Yeah, that was pissing me off. I had to go to bed.
There was I went with like no chance. They're like, this could happen. I kept thinking like I was hoping like Rodgers would stay out there because there's still like 4 minutes left. I was like, if Rodgers goes 3 and out deep in their own territory, and then the Niners go 3 and out, I got a shot at this.
Yeah, I kept watching that guy kick 50-yard field goals, and I was like, you stupid son of a bitch. What are you doing, dude?
Yeah, I said that at the draft. I was like, he seems like a good bet because he's a good kicker, and Shanahan's a tremendous coward.
Yeah.
I've never seen a man that loves. I've never seen a man that loves to kick 4th and 1 field goals more than Kyle Shanahan. When you have Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, and then either Mason or you're just loaded with fucking good offensive linemen and good.
Jawan Jennings, dude. Like, yeah, dude, come on.
Why are you not going for it on 4th and 1? Doesn't make any sense to me, but I'll take the fantasy point.
Yeah. I think you easily wipe Tyler there.
I got Likely, the wild card Likely. We'll see what happens there.
Yeah, I think Tyler is. For all the shit that he talked about how good he was, I think he's getting a rude wake-up call right now on what a 12-man actually is.
What do you think of I'm playing Tank Dell over Pittman. Would you do the same?
That's a toss-up for me. Pittman against Green Bay. He had 8 targets last week, dude.
Yes, Tank had 7.
Tank did have 7. They both had 3 catches for 40 yards.
I think Tank had 7, Nico had 7, or did he have 8? I don't remember. It was a pretty even target distribution. And like I said, the expected fantasy points, him and Nico Collins were both like top 10. Because Tank's getting all the valuable, like him and Nico get all the downfield shit.
Yeah, I'd probably just start Tank. God, man, Pittman's so clutch, though. When he has those games of 8 catches for 67 and a touchdown, dude, it is like, oh.
I just don't think they're going to need to air it out this week. I think they'll tell Richardson rein it in. They're going to win on the run game.
Dude, I tell you what, though. That fucking I was reading and watching a little bit about that Packers pass rush last week. Rashawn Gary's a dog, dude.
Yeah,
They are very
he's possibly
good.
top 5. I was talking to Krim about that when we were watching that game last week. I was like, because he didn't know who he was. I'm like, dude, he's like one of the best pass rushers in the league, and like nobody talks about him. And then like the next play is when he like fucking absolutely destroyed Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
I was like, he might be the scariest looking man in the NFL.
Yeah. Yeah, that dude is a fucking freak, dude. How did is it Luke Van Ness? Is that guy they took from Purdue?
I don't know how he's been. I don't know how.
I haven't watched much of it. I mean, Kenny Clark's still up there in the middle and shit. And then they got Quay Walker.
That blew me away the other day. I heard Robert Mays talking about that, of how young the team was, and he was like, a lot of people don't even realize this. Like, Kenny Clark's 28. It's like he feels like he's been in the league forever, and he's only like 28.
Kenny Clark's only 28.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I would have said that guy's like 32.
Yeah, it feels like he's been in the league for like.
Holy shit!
He was in the league back when we were like we were doing like the Madden franchises in like Mount Pleasant.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think Goff absolutely torches Tampa. So.
Yeah, I've been flip-flopping all week if I should go with him or Baker, but because I liked Baker because I get the stack with Evans, but.
Yeah, I like both those, dude. I like I said, I think you absolutely wipe Tyler.
Yeah, Goff's probably a little safer than Baker, so I'm probably gonna stick with Goff after what Tyler did.
Yeah, I think you're probably.
And also Goff has Arizona next week, so I would rather hang on to him in case Love's out again, and I might even start him over Love, depending on who Love is.
For all the soft defense talks that we've had tonight, fucking that is the softest defense in the league, dude.
Yeah, Arizona. How many players can you name on their defense?
Baker.
Yeah, Buda Baker.
Who's the linebacker? The big freak linebacker. Zaven Collins.
Yeah, Zaven Collins. That's it. That's all I think I can name.
Zach Allen went to Denver.
Yeah.
I don't know who their corners are.
Yeah, they have like a third-round rookie this year. I can't remember his name. As a starter.
Is Denzel Perryman, is he playing linebacker for them?
I don't know. Didn't they sign... I know he was on the team last year, one of those Eagles linebackers, and I'm forgetting his name.
I think that's Denzel Perryman. Oh, man.
No, he's on the Chargers.
Yeah, I don't know who's on the Cardinals starting. Let's take a look at the Cardinals starting defense.
It's a perfect way to end the podcast.
Yeah.
Just talking about
the Cardinals.
The Cardinals defensive roster and nobody knows.
Oh, they got Sean Murphy Bunting. Kaiser White, that's the guy.
Kaiser White. That was all.
Chris Barnes, who they were talking about. Dude, that's one guy. Chris Barnes, dude, I always, like, when he was in Green Bay, I was like, dude, that guy's going to be a stud. He's so good. And then they let him go. And then I was like, oh, wow, that's crazy. They didn't have the money to pay. And then they're like, oh, dude, he's like a cut candidate for the final roster. I was
so
like,
crazy when that happens. It's like a guy so it's so crazy when that happens, when there's a guy that had a bunch of hype and then like it just like ends. Like I feel like the Lions, maybe James Houston's one of those guys where we had a lot of hype for him one year and then like next season it's like, oh yeah, he's getting cut.
They're like, this guy's 41 years old. Oh, you're talking James Houston, the guy they drafted a couple years ago, who had the accent shit. I was thinking of James, also James Houston, right?
I might be saying it wrong. Maybe it's James.
No. It's
Justin.
Whatever.
Justin Houston's the Chiefs guy.
Houston. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. But they got Bilal Nichols, who I didn't realize was still in the league. Mac Wilson, Kaiser White, and Dennis Gardeck are your three linebackers there. That's Jalen Thompson.
Mac Wilson. I remember when he had some hype.
Yeah, coming out of Bama.
Then he got traded to the. Wasn't that the Chase Winovich trade? Didn't they trade Chase Winovich for Mac Wilson? And then Chase Winovich retired the next year?
Yeah, and then Mac Wilson got cut. Dale. And then, Yeah, dude, that's terrible. Because who the fuck are Garrett Williams and Starling Thomas?
Oh, Julian Aquara's on this team. I didn't even realize. I forgot the Lions cut him.
Oh, I thought that guy was selling car insurance.
Did the other Aquara get? Is Romeo still on the Lions? I think he got cut too.
I don't know, but no. Who the fuck are Starling Thomas V and Garrett Williams, dude? Because those are their corners. Outside of Sean Murphy Bunting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know any of these people.
Those guys are.
I'm pretty plugged into this shit, and I don't know any of these people.
Dude, Jonah Williams went to IR. They signed him to that contract, and he's on IR already.
He was just on a 1-year deal, though, I think.
Yeah. I guess they got Kelvin Beachum, too. Who's like,
it's been the problem with Jonah Williams is, well, also, it was funny how he, like, held out because he wanted to be a left tackle, and they were moving him to right, and then they let him go, and then he like had to sign to be a guard there. Yeah. So he tried to do like what Orlando Brown did, and it's like you're not Orlando Brown.
You've been hurt, dude.
You've been hurt, also, and you have short ass fucking arms. You should have been a guard this whole time, probably anyway.
Yeah. They also have a guy playing center for them who was just a made up person.
They have an NPC. Yeah.
No, I know.
Yeah, Yadni Froholt. I know him. The Patriots took him like a couple of years ago.
Oh no shit! Yeah, he's there.
He's like the Norwegian guy, I think.
Evan Brown. Who is Evan Brown?
Don't know that one.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Will Hernandez. Yeah. That's where he is.
You say what?
Will Hernandez is there. I remember I wanted the Lions to take him in the second round.
Yeah,
years ago.
He's been there for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he still wear the cowboy collar?
I don't know. It's a good question. I'll have to watch Sunday to see. But, yeah, no, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, that's a soft-ass defense, dude. That's a terrible defense. That is a terrible, terrible defense. But, yeah, I think to round it out, I'm going to take Lincoln as my upset this week.
I'm also taking Lincoln as my upset.
I think Lincoln scares Jerry, and Jerry starts freaking out a little bit.
And closing statements. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully they don't let Krim out of prison anytime soon. He did just try to blow up my house.
Yeah, just remember to draft your running backs, dude.
Draft your running backs, and for your mental health, or you might end up trying to do your own. This was Krim trying to do 9/11.
Yep. See where that gets you.
That's the name of the episode, I think. Krim does 9/11.
Krim's own 9/11.
All right.
Yeah.
That's the podcast.
Man. Yep. See ya.